African Americans in this country has always had an identity crisis. For years, we talked about whether we should go back to Africa or should we stay here. Were we originally come from Africa or were we originally here? We talked about our skin color, our hair. You know, these things we were made fun of by other groups for so many years. You know, we hated we was never for a long time. We wasn't happy to be nappy, so we permed our hair. You know, in the 20s and the 30s and 40s, the 50s, they were using skin bleaching cream. A lot of people didn't know that, but your grandmothers and grandfathers and stuff was using skin bleaching cream to try to whiten themselves up. We always dealt with this delusion of having to deal with being black in this country with all the trauma and all the things that we've been through as a people. We walked around with perms, fried, dyed, and laid to the side, right? Well, there's a Dr. Tasha Urich, and she talks about dealing with people that's suffering from like mental illness and not basically people that don't ever want to admit when they're wrong, or it's just a lot. Check this out, right?
Talk to people about my research on self-awareness. One thing they always ask is how to deal with the delusional people in their lives. Of course, not all unaware people are equal. Sometimes they're amusing, other times they try our patience, and still other times they can be an endless source of stress and heartache. And even though we can't force people to become self-aware, there are many things we can do to reduce their impact on. Research has revealed 3 types of unaware people. The first is what I call the lost cause. In my book, Insight, I tell the story of a man named Robert who has a hopelessly deluded coworker, Maria. Now, despite Robert's repeated attempts to give her feedback, Maria clings to her delusion with a righteous, unshakable zeal. You might know someone like this too. Now, because they already see themselves as close to perfect, lost causes don't listen to feedback.
And this woman talked about people being a lost cause. And we saw images of Michael Jackson when he was in the Jackson 5. And they were a beautiful family, right? LaToya, Janet, Rebe, Tito, Jermaine, so many of them, right? They had their afros, the beautiful brown skin that a lot of us possess. And then we saw what happened when he got part of the corporations and what he turned into, right? We saw all that. So, George, why are you saying this? Then we get to Serena Williams. We remember images of Serena Williams and how beautiful she was with that thick body, Lord Jesus, right? And her chocolate skin. But all of a sudden, Serena Williams don't look like the Serena Williams of old. She looks like Hollywood done got hold of her, and she has the mitigated gall and audacity to tell us that she's getting lighter because of the sun. If y'all don't believe me, check this out.
Then usually I go back for a third time, and then I put just that neutral color that is actually my skin color. And no, for you haters out there, I do not bleach my skin. There is a thing called sunlight, and in that sunlight, you get different colors. And if I'm not posting and recorrecting my pictures and posting from my daughter's what is it? She had a play that I was volunteering on and had stage makeup on. Yes, I'm calling you out on this because it is ridiculous that everyone's like, oh, she bleaches skin. I'm a dark Black woman and I love who I am and I love how I look. And that's just not my thing. And if people do it, that's their thing and they have every opportunity and they should. I don't judge, but you guys do. But that's what this world is about. And I stay in my lane, the non-judgy one, and I keep it. But no, I actually don't bleach my skin. So can we just like kind of clear that up? Okay, so that's what I do. I start with my Nothing to See concealer. I only did one side of my face. Follow me, you'll see that I got new wallpaper on my bathroom. Hope you guys like it. I actually hate it. I really hate it, but it actually works better for the light. It gives me more of my true color. The color that I've never bleached. Yes. I'll be seeing y'all.
And see, Serena, we don't believe you because we saw this story already. We see how so many athletes and entertainers, when they get out there and under that corporation, you get signed them contracts, how you mutilate your face, how you're willing to do anything to be lighter. We see all of this already. And it's sad. And a lot of people is not buying into what you're saying. Check this out.
Hate on nobody. She hating on her goddamn self, if anything. And every time I see her, she got a blonde wig on. You're all bleaching your skin. Because that's not you. The sun don't make your skin lighter. Period. Sun don't do nothing but make you darker. Evidently, you don't love yourself.
And see, usually when you have these type of conversations, it's usually split down the middle. You have her supporters supporting her, and you have people like me that's calling this stuff out for years, right? But this time, her supporters is like, yo, we can't rock with this, Serena. This look crazy. And we don't know what's going on with you. Where did you go wrong, right? Check this out.
Hope that what they saying that's going on with Serena about this whole skin bleaching thing is totally false. Because the picture in the back, that's how I know Serena. And give it is summertime when she's out there, playing tennis, and, her skin probably is getting darker, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. In my opinion, Serena more is on the darker side, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. She's definitely not light. And what we're seeing now is more of a bronze type color. And she said in the video that that's due to not being in the sunlight. You know what I'm saying? And, for those that didn't know, black people do get lighter in the winter. You know what I'm saying? But from what we're seeing now, it's pretty drastic.
And the crazy part is Serena Williams is now my complexion. She's damn near light skinned, right? She's my complexion. And there's another brother that's my complexion, and he called this out. And he was saying, hold on, wait a minute. But then her face, she looks like a lion, like something's wrong. But again, it's Hollywood. They all do it. So many of these women and men do it. They just mutilate their faces, right? And you would think that if you saw people before you do it, why would you do it? She come from Compton, straight from the hood. Her father did so much to get him there. They crap on him, get him out the picture. And this ain't the Compton way. Look at her. Let's listen to what the brother's saying.
Hold up. Serena, when did you become the complexion of my skin? Come on, why would people bleach their skin? Now, I get that complexion when I go to Jamaica, but this is... Come on, sister, I can show you pictures of you when you was darker than this.
Your thoughts?
That's my girl.
The sad part is she has her reconstruction done to her face mutilated. She's wearing a blonde wig, and now she's bleaching her skin. And at some point, she's just totally lost herself, man. I don't know if that man was going to tell her he was going to leave her or something, or she sees that he's still attracted to W women, so she's trying her best to get to the W woman as much as she could. We see her nose is pointing now. It's just a sad thing. And I told you guys for a long time, our people, we've suffered in this country with an identity crisis of self-love and just the love for each other, the love for ourselves, man. And it shows on so many different levels because a lot of us come from nothing and we make it to get something. And she's still exhibiting the behaviors of not being happy. Where she's been critically acclaimed all over the world as being probably the greatest female tennis player of all time. And it's still not enough. She still has to put the blonde weave in her hair. She still has to reconstruct her face and skin bleach herself and then lie to us. And it's a sad thing, man. It's a sad thing. But this is, I often say on my channel, what can you learn from this? A lot of you young women, when you look at Serena and what she looked like then and what she looked like now, will you make excuses for her because I'm a man and I'm talking about it? Or will you heed the message? Heed the message. Because I can show images of our people doing this in the 30s, the 20s. We've always suffered from this lack of self-love, man. When we look in the mirror, we don't like what we see. And men, they unalive each other over this stuff and themselves. Women, they throw all the makeup and weave in their hair and a whole bunch of stuff they can't afford to try to make themselves feel better and compete against each other. But when you bring that up, oh, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. Because your grandparents was doing it. They was doing it before you were born. These are things that's been downloaded into our subconscious mind to make us believe that we're less than. And that's why we sell their drugs. We do all kinds of stuff to each other, man, because of lack of self-love and lack of self-awareness. And Serena Williams, Michael Jackson, so many of them. You watching now, you got your a phony butt, or you, my brother, you willing to sacrifice and lose your freedom and do anything just for money. So, and this is where we at now, man. But Serena Williams, she looks crazy. I'm going to cut this video short right here. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, subscribe to Street Media TV, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. Remember, I love y'all. Till next time. Peace.